Hello, dear friends. It's entirely possible to read a room. As a psychologist who is both blind but educating people in communication, both verbal and nonverbal, I'm in a quite good position actually to speak about a very mighty misconception about how communication is actually done because it's not done like they're showing us at the movies. For example, people are saying that when you are learning the behavior of the person in front of you, you are guarding yourself from misconceptions. And this is the biggest misconception. Like, for example, when people are learning that fidgeting with your hands, fidgeting with your feet, tapping against something is deceptive, is mark of stress or distress. This is not true. The biggest thing that you can have right now, and leave the video and never return to it again, is that everything, especially and mightily in verbal and especially non-verbal communication, is the concept of the room itself, is the constant change of the of the concept of people who are in this room, of the people who are engaged in all of that. Because a person might be reddening, might be blushing, might be appearing to have a little more rosish, pinkish, reddish, darkish complexion of their skin, not only related with shame, distress, or stuff like this. It might be hot for them. They might have been fast to get to that place. There might be in a screechy type of cloth which comes from their clothing. They might be just hot, like not feeling good, like pre cold condition. And when you don't have this context of the room, this personal context of the person who is in front of you, you cannot let yourself out of misconceptions because you are learning a misconception that a person showing something equals something else, and it's anytime, any place, any person. It's this. It's nothing else. No, there could be multitude of different things which can be portrayed by a certain verbal or non-verbal behavior. For instance, disrespectful language or the use of hyperboles or special language related things which are again learned to be associated with deception. Oh, this person uses too much slang. Oh, this person uses too much professional or science related language. Um, they might speak like this um, at, at any circumstance. This might not be related with you or the situation itself. It might be deeply related with the person, him or herself, how they are communicating, how they are portraying themselves, how they are trying to pay attention of what it is they want to say, than the actual means of of when they are actually communicating it. They might not pay attention. They might be tired. They might be because again, if a person is tired, they behave completely unlike themselves when they are well rested, when they are focused, when they are up to their game. Because when you're tired, you cannot be, you cannot be concentrated, and you cannot be yourself. When you're tired, you can, you try to use more relative language to the actual situation that you're in, but it might just not work because you don't have the bandwidth in your brain to actually deconstruct what is needed from you. For instance, when a person is at a set, they are, a photographer. In the very beginning of the day, we're supposing that they are well rested. They might be quite friendly and easy to be understood. And at the end of the day, after 10 hours of shooting things, they might be snappy and edgy and get back to the technical language which they use with the people from their crew. And this is understandable because there is a drainage during the day. There is a drainage on your ability to communicate in an understandable and a comprehensible way. So don't rush to actually look at patterns of behavior, pre-learned patterns of behavior, because there is nothing that you can learn for people dissecting. They might look downwards because there is something in their eye, or their eyes are feeling sore or dry. You never know. You have to observe, you have to ask questions, and you have to be prepared to engage in whatever you see fit. But in the same time, when you're trying to read the room, you have to go at it um, in a, in a pretty cumulative way. What I mean is that you observing the room is a skill, and in order to execute this skill properly and up to par, you have to actually be aware that you might get tired. You might get caught in whatever you are tasked with. You are, if you are not hired to be in this room, especially to look at how people are behaving and taking down notes, for which, if you are hired, more power to you. But if this is not your only task in the room, you might get tired as well. And to help you navigate how you should continue reading the room, circle back to your first notes. Circle back to the first thing that you could read in the room. Circle back to the things which you can observe, especially after breaks, after meaningful breaks, not you like getting out for 3 minutes for a bathroom break or whatever. This is not enough to reset your brain and to set your abilities to look at people and to observe them. So whenever you are trying to get at people, whenever you are trying to understand people, be aware that you have to be aware of what it is that you want to achieve. Do you want to read the room? Do you want to get on with your task, whatever it is, again, because you might be there just to observe and take notes, just general notes. You might be there as a part of a I don't know, finance team, which means you have an expert job to do there. It's just that you are interested to know what the room temperature is, and this is why you started at the first place, learning the room and learning the actual context that you're in. But first, you need to accomplish your task. First, you need to do the actual thing that you're there to do, and this is your side mission. It's a very commendable side mission, but still, it's a side mission. Still, it's a thing that you need to learn how to do, and you have to progress and learn to do it better, and learn to do it more gently, because this is incredibly taxing on you. And anytime when I'm speaking of how I am actually approaching reading a room or reading people, I'm referring actually back to the original method that I developed. I am actually using AI backed camera. I am feeding back the pictures of the people who I'm working with, and I'm asking my AI agent to describe me certain things with their faces, with their eyes, with their bodies. And these actual numbers, these actual observations, these actual things that people are doing or are not doing, because remember, what people are doing is fine, but what people are not doing is meaningful as well, and should be observed as well. So it's everything. It's literally, if you want to read the room, if you want to understand what it is, what is happening with the people around you, it's the whole concept. You cannot just say, oh, these people is leaning like that on their hands, and they are relaxed, or they are bored, or they are something. No, they might be literally hundreds of things. You cannot know if you don't start gathering information. So gather your information properly, look at it with fresh eyes. Don't rush at things, because you cannot say for sure what it is when you are observing it for the first, for the second, for the third time. You have to spot it, you have to continually look at it, and after observing it, connect it with other things that these people do or which they don't do. Then is the moment for you to start drawing things that they are might doing. And you are not doing with certainties here. You are supposing, we are supposing that this person is bored because they're also, wandering with their eyes, they are not taking down notes, they are not asking questions. We asked them, hey, how you're doing, and they communicated with us, hey, I am at this meeting, but I have troubles following, and I hope that Gary from accounting got good notes, because I'm barely listening. And we have all of that compiled. We literally, the person said it to us, and only then we can be sure that this person is not listening, and we cannot ask too much from that person. But if we are just observing that they are leaning against their hand, and they are not taking notes, they are not asking questions, well, we know that this person is passive. We don't know much more. So yeah, when you're trying to gather information, when you are trying to communicate better, don't rush at things that you think you know. Don't rush at learning misconceptions, basically, and keep learning the background and the foreground and the full context of the situation that you are currently in, and keep learning.